every corner of my city. But when I see misery, my eyes are crying. Oh no, my eyes are crying. My eyes are crying. Oh no, my eyes are crying.
Ich bin Carola. Ich bin Naturschutzökologin. Ich arbeite seit 2016 freiwillig auf den Schiffen der Seenotrettung.
Am 29. Juni war sie festgenommen worden, als sie die Sea-Watch in Lampedusa angelegt hatte. Der Vorwurf der italienischen Regierung, sie würde sich nicht an die bestehenden Gesetze halten, eine Kriminelle, eine Schlepperin sein, treffe sie nicht. Im Gegenteil.
Jeg leste om Carola Rackete første gang i en norsk avis i sommer, da alt sto på som verst for henne. Og jeg husker at det første jeg tenkte om henne var at hun var ekstremt modig.
Also ich habe zugesagt, Maja Lunde zu treffen, weil ich es interessant finde, mit unterschiedlichen Leuten darüber zu reden, wie man Menschen dazu anregen kann, sich für Naturschutz einzusetzen. Mich würde interessieren, eben, ob sie denkt, dass ihre Bücher viel bewirkt haben.
Die Bestseller-Queen Maja Lunde ist da. Wir freuen uns sehr auf sie. Sie hat letztes Jahr hierzulande das meistverkaufte Buch überhaupt geschrieben.
Jeg heter Maja Lunde, og jeg er 44 år. Jeg er forfatter og manusforfatter. Jeg er vel kanskje mest kjent for mine romaner om klima og natur.
Ja, wir sind in Oslo vor dem Gericht. Hier hat gerade eine Anhörung stattgefunden, wo einige Mitglieder der Extinction Rebellion, die einen Protest durchgeführt haben, vor Gericht waren. Ich weiß, dass sie auch eine Unterstützung dieser Umweltbewegung hier in Norwegen ist.
Så jeg håper og tror at vi kommer til å snakke om noen av de største utfordringene vi har i vår tid, men også at vi faktisk kommer til å ha det veldig hyggelig.
Ich lasse mich einfach mal ein bisschen überraschen. Ich glaube, es wird ganz interessant. Es gibt auch noch viel zu entdecken. Ich kenne also weder die Stadt besonders gut, noch weiß ich viel von Maja Lunde.
I know that the sun goes down back into the sea, but when the night is coming out, my eyes are crying. Oh no, my eyes are crying. My eyes are crying. Oh no, my eyes are crying.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome to Norway.
Thank you very much. It's a lovely day.
It is, absolutely. So, how was your trip? Was fine?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And you take your bike with you?
Yeah, I need to lock it somewhere.
Okay.
It's really windful. I hope it will be fine in the...
Yeah.
You know, I spent 1 year on a school ship, a tall ship,
Okay, yeah.
when I was 17. So I'm really quite used to rough weather on the sea. We had full storm twice.
Okay.
And we were, of course, you know, turning our inside out. It was really hard.
Yeah, okay.
Even
It's
though you
probably
have to...
interesting experience.
Yes, it was. I learned a lot. Especially about, you know, getting tougher, I guess.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Hi.
I've only been here to Oslo once, I think.
You have?
I've actually been to the Fram Museum before because I quite like Fram and the story behind it.
Yes.
Actually, on that trip when I went to Svalbard, I was working on what they call expedition vessel, and we saw also the place where Nansen and Johansen, they overwintered in this hole.
Yes.
And we saw it, and this is really, really shocking. It's still there. You get quite impressed because you see the place and you're like, oh God, you know, how did they stay here for 9 months?
Yes.
Yeah. You have grown up in Oslo and always
Yes.
lived in Oslo?
Yes. Apart from the year on the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you've always been here all your life in one place?
Yes, I
Wow,
have.
okay.
I wanted to go to Bergen to study psychology. But then I met my husband so early. We were only 21.
Oh, really?
And then suddenly, you know, we have kids now. And yeah. And I travel so much at work, even though I try to cut down.
Yeah. So where you're traveling for your work typically? In Europe?
Germany.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I'm invited all over the world. I say no to most of it. Try not to fly. And you actually managed to not fly at all.
No, not really, because I also fly kind of in emergency or if I see it makes sense. So within Europe, I just get used to working on the train or working on the bus, because after this mission in June, a lot of people actually requested that we write a book. So in the moment we're writing a book, actually. Yeah. And we're just trying to finalize it. We have to finalize it in the next week. So all the time I'm reading. I'm quite busy.
I have a new book coming out in Norway this week.
Oh, great.
Yes, and in Germany in October. It's about endangered animals. It's also very much about parents and children, which all my books are about, I guess. Yeah. So it will be exciting to see how it goes in Germany now.
Yeah.
So here's the museum.
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
Aren't you the captain from Sea-Watch?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, my name's Herman Ekström. I'm the second officer of Ungehorsams.
Ah, really? Cool.
Yeah. So
Nice to meet you. And to you too. Keep my thumbs for you. Yeah, it's funny, even here, people
Recognize me.
occasionally recognize
Yeah.
me. Especially typically Italian people, of course.
Okay, yeah, because of Lampedusa, of course. Yes. But
yeah.
was he from Italy?
No, he said he was volunteering on another boat with another NGO.
Okay.
Yeah, you need a lot of volunteers. I mean, basically. Yeah, I went to South America when I was 20. I was working on a ferry, and then I learned some Spanish in Patagonia.
Nice.
And later, when I decided to quit my job on the icebreaker, I went to volunteer in a nature park in Russia.
So you speak some Russian too?
Yeah, to kind of intermediate level with bad grammar.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just switched off my phone. Hallo, jeg står med masse kameraer her. Ja, OK. Ha det.
Asking something about the household.
Where is, yeah. You don't have children?
No.
No. You couldn't probably when you travel so much. And you're still quite young. You're 30, 31 now?
Yeah, 31.
I got my first kid when I was 29.
And it instantly smells.
Oh, I love the smell of old sailing ships.
Yeah. That is an albatross up there. There's no albatrosses in the Arctic. The bird is just too big.
So, yeah, it maybe is. You should tell them. You have wrong bird.
So you said when you were a student on the sailing vessel, you were working in the engine room.
I did. I had to be there every day when all the other guys were up on the deck, fixing things like with the ropes or, you know, being out in the sunshine, and I had to be down in the...
Did you want to be down in the engine room or not?
I was scheduled to, you know, it was my host.
Okay.
So, it was
you had no choice.
I had no choice. So should we go and try the cold room?
Yeah,
Which
let's
my
find
children
it.
are a bit afraid of, especially the middle one. You already feel it's cold?
A bit colder, yeah, but it's maximum like a fridge.
You wanna go first? You have been there before? You feel the ground is moving too. It's because of the ice.
Yeah,
Shaking the boat.
but I'm not sure if they're not maybe overdoing this a little bit.
Probably. My children find these guys really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm
I
not surprised.
absolutely understand why. I think we have to go this.
Definitely find them scary.
Yes. So,
All right.
come on.
resembling some storage rooms or so, which
Yes, yes.
it's a bit like a fridge feeling.
Yes,
Definitely.
I wonder how cold it is.
I think maybe just 0. But it's also interesting how you get used to the cold.
Yes, I know. It's like in Norway as well in the winter. Hello. Oh, nice. Thank you. Takk. Hei, hei. Maja. Hyggelig. Jeg kan gå rundt.
It's the first time I have been using an electric car.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. But in Norway it's quite common, huh?
I think last year every second car,
Every second new car, right?
car was electrical.
Okay.
It can be hard sometimes to lend a helping hand without at the same time take command. I'm so full of love, but also full of ideas.
We talk a lot about climate anxiety here and eco sorrow. Two big words in Norway right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people talk about the moment when they actually understood, you know, and made it personal. You realize it's your future, that's the future of your kids.
When you look at history, it's also very often that it's fear when people really become active because they understand that something's going to be a huge problem and then they take action. And I think that slowly is sinking through in the European societies, that people really understand it's not just something happening later or something affecting people in their own lives.
Yeah.
Have your children gone to the school strikes?
Yes, they have. Every time it makes a big impact, and it's really get quite emotional.
For you or for the children?
I guess for every adult to attend it. I don't know. Did we actually come to this? You know, our children have to protest in the streets. It's both beautiful and surreal and really sad at the same time, I guess.
My well is empty, I am done. My inspiration has dried up and the spark is gone.
Where do you stay usually? Or do you just travel?
Yeah,
You have an apartment
do
somewhere?
a lot of. No, I don't have any apartment. I do a lot of project work.
Okay.
Usually. So I think in the last 8 years, the longest I've stayed in one place was 3 months.
Do you have anywhere you call home?
No.
No.
No, I actually also don't really like to be in Germany, particularly.
We'll meet Christine, who is with the Extinction Rebellion. She's also an Oslo.
Yeah. Have you ever met her?
Oh yes, I do.
Okay, because I was thinking maybe Norwegian Oslos just know each other.
We all know each other. Oh, you have to open it.
Yes, I can open from this side.
How about I try this one?
This one
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. Hello. Hello, Christina. Great to see dig. Hello.
Nice to meet you. The brave captain.
When she needs to walk on the roof because she has never been here before.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to show her.
So you had a special day today.
Yes.
How did it go?
I accepted the fine that I got.
Okay.
So
What was the protest about, which you got the fine for?
we made a blockade in front of the Department for Climate and Ecology.
Jeg vil at Klimadepartementet faktisk handler!
So the police came and said that we had to go after 2 hours, and they put us in the separate cells. And we
How
got
long did you have to stay in the cell?
8 hours. Yeah, but It's very high fees for such activity in Norway. Yes. But here I was in my first die-in action with XR. Yeah, we were lying here.
Why did you choose this place?
It was one person, he was talking about what's happening in the oceans, and we lay down here. Yeah.
And how did the people react?
It was a silent action, and I think that's mirroring in a way that the climate crisis is hitting the bodies, which is silent in a way. And the politicians are speaking very abstract. And I think that's why an organization as XR is growing, because people feel that they can go out in the streets and speak with their bodies, because the crisis is affecting our bodies in a way.
Oh, we have also been screaming in Norway.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we had something called the climate scream.
Okay.
And 30,000 people were out screaming, like... It felt really good. You know, I was there screaming with my kids. Yeah, just a very not subtle sign of frustration, just a big scream.
Yeah.
We should go all the way up to the top and to...
I have some tea if you're freezing, or maybe it's only me that's freezing.
Nice. We can sit in where it's still sunny somewhere. Oi. They're swimming. You want to swim later, Carola?
I think maybe not. It looks like a small sauna, and then people swim.
Yes,
Or...
it is. It's a small sauna on the boat.
And I think we're not going to the sauna this time.
Are you also a member of XR?
Yeah, I would say so. I haven't done much with them. I met them last November in London, and it was quite interesting how they managed to inspire a lot of people to take part. The way how they talk about it inspires a lot of people. Because the simple theme of saying, okay, we're telling the truth, we're telling the story as it is, touches a lot of people, because people say it doesn't make any difference if I sort my garbage or if I avoid one plastic bag. We need really to change our systems of consumption, but also we need to change the democracy, and we need to involve people more in the decision making. Because at the moment the governments are making decisions influenced by lobby or for some small elites which are profiting from the current system. But it's not for the benefit of the majority of people on the planet, and it's also not for the benefit of all the children, you know, of future generations.
It's also about telling the truth. In Norway as well, they don't really talk about it. No. Like every year the Prime Minister has a New Year's speak on the national television. And this last one, for example, her main issue was she asked us to have more children. Yeah. It felt almost surreal, I think, when you know what we're heading towards. And you need us to be sure there's a future for our children before you ask us to have more of them.
I have some friends definitely who already decided they're not going to have children because of that.
It's quite hard. Yeah. But have you hope? Do you think, is it possible to turn it or to change it?
I try to have. But I guess I'm less interested in hope than in action. Hope is passive somehow.
Yeah.
Do you think about civil disobedience?
Yes, as you know, I support XR. Why shouldn't people use different ways of communicating? And this is one way.
I think that we are both at a turning point and a tipping point. Also, it can go in a very bad direction, which is maybe the most realistic thing, but it can also turn, and that's exactly because of this mass mobilization that we can see is possible now. That it's a momentum in the history where we can do something.
Should be going. The sun is hiding behind
Thank you for the tea. It's lovely.
Finish this tea. It's very tasty.
You had to go to jail for your...
Yeah, it was a house arrest. So I think from the inside it was a lot less tragic than it looked from the outside, maybe. Yeah. On Lampedusa, they have no police cells. They just don't exist. So they typically send people to the house arrest.
Okay.
What does happen to all the refugees?
Yes, what happened?
Unfortunately, about half of them are still in Sicily.
Okay.
Because it's the same thing which has happened before. The European governments are saying, okay, we're helping you, and they promise to take the people and distribute them. And then it takes months and months and months and months, and the people are still in Italy. And of course, during that time, Italy is paying for them.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no real solidarity within the European Union, really, on taking care of the issue. It's nice to meet you.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah. All right. See you in school. Bye bye.
Okay,
Good luck.
bye-bye. Good luck to you both.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Hi. Well, if you want, you can put your bag here. A ring, though. It is a helmet for you, for your safety. Maybe you have to let your leg.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Did you ever try it before?
No.
You know how it works? Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
we have a lot of discussions about
Yes.
these bikes in Oslo.
Yes,
so
of course.
I'm not really sure I'm positive towards it.
Yes. I hope you're gonna change your mind.
Give it a chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how stable it is. This is a new model, actually. And be aware of the cars. But
Okay.
it's like a bicycle, basically.
Bye. Oi. I don't want to give it. How do you get
Yeah, I think you have to push that button a bit longer.
this one?
Yeah, just maybe
Okay.
like a full second or so.
Okay.
And then it works.
Oh, good, Mala. It's really.
You think it's unstable?
Yours is much smoother.
Oh, yeah.
Spin is all the time. You
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's possible. Now it's red.
see? Sorry?
It's going to be red. Traffic. Is it far that we have to go?
It's quite far.
Okay. So we can say that we have tried once in our lives, but we haven't become big fans.
Might not do it again. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
These doors are still, you know, they're kind of
It's a
strange.
bit unusual. I don't think it's a solution to transport in the city, really.
Are you into art?
Not very much, I would say.
No. This pavilion is new to me as well.
You get to see something new.
Look at her.
Yeah, that also
I have
is
seen
really
this
weird
one
in the
before.
dark now. Yeah,
It's really weird in the dark.
yeah,
I like it.
yeah,
It's a nice perspective.
yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting to see it from the different sides. huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Wonder what she closes her eyes to.
Yeah, but she looks quite peaceful.
Yes. Maybe dead.
Still quite noisy in the city.
It is.
Yeah.
How nice it would be if you didn't have the sounds from the cars. It's a strange city, Oslo. It is both small and big, and you always see the forest and the fjord from every angle almost. I really like Berlin. It's a place I could actually imagine to live.
If you ever leave.
If I ever leave Oslo, but I wouldn't, would I? Why should I?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you staying this autumn then, when you're moving all the time?
Just really going to a lot of different places. Back to Berlin, back to Hamburg, to Paris, to London. I have a lot of friends who kind of have an open door when I pass by. I typically don't stay very long in one place, so just a few days. And I also have some friends, for example, when they're not home, I sometimes use their places if I want to have some privacy.
But do you feel that you at some point would like to have your own place? And where should that be?
Yeah, sometimes I was considering to move a bit less and stay in one place for longer, also because of social connections.
Yes.
With people. But it's really hard to stop in one place for me. Because I'm so used to moving, for me it's difficult to stop.
Are you sailing? Like?
No, actually not. I don't know how to sail.
Oh, you should learn them.
Yeah, if I was interested, I would learn.
Oh. You like engines?
No, I just don't like to be at sea.
Oh, even that's sort of a paradox, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of didn't like it already from the start.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
I have a lot of different stuff, yeah.
I think there's some Syrian food over there. I want vegan food, ideally.
Yeah.
Could you ask if it's vegan?
I will.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Is it vegan or is it just vegetarian?
No, they are vegan.
Vegan.
Det kommer med mjölk, bara med bröd.
Det är milk i bröd?
Ja, bara med bröd.
It's milk in the bread, but not in the rest of the meal.
Yeah, okay, then I won't take bread. Then I will take something without bread.
Bare hun vil ikke ha brød.
Ja.
Men jeg tar vanlig vegetar. Ja.
Okay.
Men vegansk variant til henne,
Ja.
vegetar til meg.
Thank you.
Bara hyggligt.
Yeah, I've been in Syria 1 year before the Civil War. And the food there is actually really nice. It was a totally different concept.
Den är nummer 1 med bröd.
Ja, tack.
Den är rutten bröd.
Ja.
Welcome.
Here you are.
Thank you.
It was fine.
Yeah. Well, enjoy.
How are your parents? Are they sort of activists too? No?
I don't think my parents have ever been at any demonstration or really taken much part, at least not that I know of.
What do they think about the way you live?
I think my mother would probably say that I should just be doing what I want, as long as that's what I want to do. And my father probably has a bit of a differing political opinion, but he's also a lot older, so it's quite big generational gap there.
Yeah.
And I think he's a person who's largely benefited from the system as it is, and he doesn't see any need for at least fundamental change. And I think that has also been a discussion within the Fridays for Future in Germany, whether there should be, for example, just a reform of the economic system, or whether we need a completely different aim for our economy. Are you aware of many community projects in Norway or in Oslo, which are trying to show how people could live differently?
Not really.
So you think it's not a topic in Norway?
In Oslo, it is actually being the environmental capital of Europe in 2019. We feel like we are all part of that eco-village somehow. It just feels very, very good.
So what do you think, that people are discussing the economic system?
Not a lot, no.
So they think they can just green the city and it will be enough?
I don't know, actually. I think it all depends on
What are you thinking?
I don't have the answers. You know, my books always start with questions, and I don't really see myself as an activist. I see myself as a novelist. I'm an author. And my perspectives comes from that, I guess. My writing comes from my fear and my interests. I can make people think and to raise the same questions. That is a good thing. But I guess I come from a completely different angle than yours.
So would you think we maybe need more books on making alternative suggestions?
Maybe.
For example, movies also, they're often very dystopian when they speak about the future. So everything is coming to pieces and whatnot, and everyone's going to die. But there's very few examples of how things could be different, because it's also a lot more difficult to propose something instead of just neglecting.
Yes. I think it's hard for fiction writers to write from sort of a program, you know? It's easier if you write non-fiction. Or if you do like you do, a manifesto, almost.
So you typically just write what you think is interesting for you in that moment, or you think about what other people should read?
No. When I write, I usually don't think about the readers at all. I think about the stories and the people I write about, and that's the only way I know how to make it feel true. And if I start to think about the readers or reviews, I just can't write. So I just have to be alone with my text, you know. So when did you decide to do what you do?
What do you mean, what I'm doing?
To live and travel and be an activist.
I'm not an activist.
You don't think so?
I think it's part of the media storytelling, really. How I came into the spotlight for a certain thing. Like, I'm not really doing a lot of sea rescue. What people believe, obviously, now that I'm doing. But I've maybe been doing between 1 and maximum 3 months per year of that in the past years. If it hadn't happened, I mean, I would be in Scotland. Be working in a nature park now. And I'm kind of considering to find a quiet place, somewhere where I can just focus on the project and focus back on the things which I actually want to do. And be less driven by the things which happened around me, kind of.
Oh, that's what always keeps me going, is all the small moments I have when I just sit down and write. It's what I really want to do, you know. So, and if I don't write for a couple of days, I'm actually quite sad.
So you're writing very regularly?
Very, yes. Even today.
Okay.
Yeah, earlier today.
Run to the sea, run from your mind, run till you're free, and leave them behind. No, they won't let me be, they don't honor me, I'll get my all. No, there's no honesty in our history, and my delusional. They know where my heart's gonna be. I need to know.
So did you read a lot as a kid?
Yeah, I did read a lot.
What kind of books?
Basically everything I could find. But now I basically only read scientific studies or things I have to read, policy papers.
Yeah.
And things like that. I don't remember what was the last novel I read, probably.
Do you miss it?
Whenever I read a novel, nowadays I feel like I'm wasting time, the same as watching TV. You know, so I can't get into the rhythm of actually sitting down and taking the time to really read a book and settle into the mood.
You know, reading a novel is better than mindfulness when it comes to making the body relax. So it's actually good for you. And also, I think getting children to read is one of the biggest. It's really important. And not letting them drown in their iPhones. To be able to be in fiction, to live inside someone else's head. It makes your empathy grow. It makes you able to see the world from a different angle, which is really important. So I'm not only into making children reading everything. I think fiction is especially important. So you should read more non-fiction. No more fiction too. But I can understand. Sometimes I have it like that as well. I don't feel like
but I'm also not a child anymore. Looks a bit like a church from the outside, just no bell tower.
It's actually the old train station, and now it's a museum.
Yeah.
We're allowed to touch everything in this exhibition.
So this is kind of a piece of art where I cannot relate to.
No?
You know, I cannot see anything. Maybe if I was sitting here for a long time.
Yeah, it would start.
But
you have to give it some time then, maybe.
It's a wall.
Yeah, it's a wall with colors. I like it.
Yeah.
You want to do the children part?
I think we should maybe find a way up to the...
Yeah, I think it's here.
Yeah.
So this is actually the garden with all the winners. But I really like this exhibition.
Yeah.
It's full with honor somehow.
It's kind of nice you randomly encounter the people.
Yes, it is. You can actually walk around here for hours and still learn something.
Yeah, I do find it a very challenging concept because, you know, for some people it's not clear when you give them this medal or whatever, you don't know what they're going to do after.
No.
So,
we have examples of that, yes.
Yeah, I mean, just very recently, like
Yes.
Barack Obama or somebody,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't actually think it was a great idea to give them the prize.
Yeah.
If you give it too often to the wrong people, it becomes stupid. In a way, I think maybe they should just give it post-mortem. You know, if somebody's dead, you can't be sure.
Or very old.
Or very old. Yeah.
So here are all the winners as well.
Oh, you just see where they come from. So there again, yeah, you see how, of course, everyone came from Europe because, you know, we are such peaceful people and hardly anyone from places where most people live.
None from Australia, though.
Well, maybe this year.
It's such a pleasure to have you here. One of the guys working here is Italian, and then when he heard you were coming, he said, "Oh, she's the hero of my whole family. I have to tell them she's coming to the Nobel Peace Center."
Yeah, thank you very
it's a
much.
great honor.
Yeah, say hi to him.
I will. Can I just take a photo
Of
of you
course.
before you leave?
Sure. Okay, with these nice plants. Sure. Have a nice evening then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How has it been for you to suddenly become famous?
Yeah. Well, of course, a surprise. I mean, as you said, very suddenly. Then in the beginning, it wasn't clear if potentially it's dangerous for me. So that has been a consideration because there was also threats. But now in Germany we believe it's not serious.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about it anymore.
Are you asked when you will go out again?
Yeah, all the time. People go, when are you going to go out again? And then people think that I will be like, yes, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, because I was just on the emergency contact list. And if somebody else, steps down, I'm still on the emergency contact list.
Yeah.
But it's not my plan.
You feel like you were sort of a reluctant hero, almost?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, this is stupid. I mean, this hero story anyway is quite stupid, It's the same as, some people suggesting me for the Nobel Peace Prize, which is just, to me, is just stupid, for one particular action. I'm just a volunteer with the organization. So anytime somebody says like, oh, we want to give some award or something, we go like, give it to the organization.
No, it's definitely the organization.
Yeah,
it could have been
the organization, not
any
me.
of the volunteers in your shoes, probably. Oh, don't you think so?
Yes and no. Not everyone would have taken the same decision to go in and in non-compliance with the law. Not everyone would have done it, I think, but I mean, that's a different story.
Maybe no one.
No, I don't think so, but I think it's hard to guess.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
I would think maybe not everyone, but also not I'm the only one.
No.
But
looking at it from, just reading about it, it seemed like a brave thing to do. But you're probably tired of that word as well.
True. Yeah, I think sometimes you basically have no choice, but then still it takes courage to make the step, which is necessary.
Yeah.
I hope with the book we can reach some people. I don't know what your feeling was about your books, and if you saw that it changed the thoughts of some people, or if some people ever came to you and said like, oh,
a lot of people come to me all the time, and write to me, and I really feel grateful when I'm able to reach a lot of people and talk with the biggest issue of our time. So, and of course I'm very grateful when readers tell me the books changed them somehow, because people tell me that all the time, and it's really, yes, it makes me grateful. Feel that I'm actually able to move someone a bit. Have you heard Fay Villehagen's music before?
No.
No.
Do you know her?
I met her. Norway is a very small country.
Okay, yeah.
Og så var det dere.
Hi. How are you? It's okay that you are not comfortable yet. It's okay.
It's like a really nice venue for
Did your readings here as well?
We cannot flee the sun. I try forever, but there's nowhere to run. Study the cover up. Live as another, try not to be stuck. Don't you know the feeling when it feels so right? Don't you know the feeling that you just can't find? I can make the feeling of this blooming pride. And now I'm next to you. have a place in the game, but I've been asleep too long. And my heart missed the beat to my favorite songs. I watch the days slip away, like sand from my fingers, but I'm long away. So we're still moving on when there's no place to be and nowhere to belong. Don't you know the feeling when it feels so right? Don't you know the feeling that you just can't fight? I can make the feeling of this feeling right when I miss you.
Tilfeldig, eller var det? Å ja, nei, det er liksom...
Entourage.
Det er entourage, ja.
We didn't know there would be so many people, but she's telling me she put it out on Facebook.
Or like Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. But where are you from?
Germany.
Germany? Okay. You're a captain, right?
Yeah, occasionally. But not
Occasionally.
really.
But so what do
I
you
do nature conservation, really.
You want something to drink? Are you
Yeah,
are
I
you
only
thirsty?
drink water.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, 3 water, please.
You only drink water too.
Nature conservation. It must be nice to like be out there and
Yeah,
see
I mean, my...
change.
Or depressing.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it true that the pandas are coming back because of restorement in China, though? But like big tigers and big pandas, because they've been like breathing them in the zoos and setting them out.
I'm not so sure about them. I think that a lot of money has gone into the protection of pandas because they're like a flag. Yeah, exactly. They're cute.
Yeah.
They're furry, people like them. So with the same money, you could potentially have protected more species.
Yeah, probably.
But they're not as cute.
Yeah.
So nobody cares.
So we should protect more not cute animals.
Yes.
Protect all the ugly animals.
Yes.
Yeah. You should.
That's sad.
Yeah, I think if you find a way to do that, you have
Do
solved
both.
a big problem of
Or
conservation.
you can like write a book about ugly animals, but giving them a lot of personality and like giving them
That's the
lives.
solution.
Let's start a government. Our own party.
You write songs about this too, don't you?
Yes, a bit. But I think maybe from a perspective being young and seeing like the grown-ups, like what the hell is going on, and feeling very small. And
yeah, but I think
How old are you?
I'm 26, so I'm getting older.
Oh, you're still very young.
Okay.
I'm almost 20 years older than you. So,
but you look very young.
Oh, well, it's dark hair.
No.
Well, thanks so much for performing this evening. It's really nice.
Sure, thank you.
Enjoyed it.
Oh, it was really nice of you to do this.
Ja,
väldigt
rar
lycklig.
setting då.
Vi tar det igen.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And
Good luck for future.
you too. I feel very small next to you.
You're taller.
Yes, but that's. I haven't been standing like this all evening. No, but really, thank you. And I do as much as I can and raise my voice as much as I can. And when we travel around, I feel that I'm speaking to a group that we're really much like a
community.
A community who wants the same. But it's a long night, so maybe we should just
see you.
It's nice to meet you.
Next
Very
time.
nice to meet you.
Bye.
And good luck with everything.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she has a very friendly attitude.
Yes, she's really nice. And I love her music.
Yeah, I can imagine that the sauna concert thing is really nice. Yeah.
Oh, they had readings. It's hard for the authors to read because they are very hot and I don't want to sit in only their swimming suit on the stage. So,
All right,
it's
let's...
exciting to see if my bike is still here.
I already forgot.
It all went so fast. Yeah.
Oh, that sailing vessel looks nice with the lights, huh?
There it is. Even my helmet.
Yeah. That's
No,
actually more surprising that your helmet is still here.
So, guess it's goodbye.
Yeah, it was great to meet you.
You too.
Good luck with your new book. I hope you
Thank
get
you.
some very good reviews. Should be exciting in the next days.
It's sort of nail-biting. Yeah, it's the same with you in your book.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one as well.
Yeah, thanks. All right, it was lovely meeting you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
It was a moment for the books. The calendar looked just like the novels we had only skimmed through. So I circled out the dates that I'll skillfully waste. For now, that's gonna have to do. And I'm keeping myself calm, just for the sake of staying warm. So with my eyes fixed on the ground,